Morning everybody, it's Friday the 20th of May 2022 and I'm running up in the Trevallyn State Recreation Area at a park called the Village Green, a horse paddock and the Hoo Hut. And you probably can't see some of that too well because it's still a bit dark. It's maybe 6:45. Horse paddock is just here. I assume it gets that name from the fact that there have been in the past horse events there. I think in all the time I've been coming here to Tasmania, I've only seen horses up here once, so maybe there's a season for it or something. I don't know. This track I'm on at the moment is one of the many mountain biking, walking tracks up in this area. Those tracks are maintained by the Launceston Mountain Biking Club, and I think it must be the Launceston Council that's in charge of this area, even though the council that administers Trevallyn is the West Tamar Council. I don't quite know how that works out. I haven't been doing any running videos for a little while. I've been mostly working on the children's stories, which are very popular on my channel. The last running video I did was the 10k challenge one. That was a couple of weeks ago. And I remember in the last clip of that I said something about doing 100 kilometres in May challenge. So I signed up for this thing where I said I would attempt to run 100 kilometres in May, not in one go obviously, but over the course of the month of May, with the idea of people sponsoring me or donating a certain amount of money to research into dementia. So I started on the 1st of May, and in the first week I ran about a bit over 60 k's. I'm not saying these things to boast about them, I'm just trying to give you a bit of a background of context to what's been happening. So I, as I said, ran about 60 k's in the first week, and then again a similar number in the second week. So probably by about the middle of the second week, maybe 8 or 9 days, so I'd run some long runs, 14, 15 k's each, I'd passed 100 kilometres. So in any case, at the end of that period of 2 weeks, I completed the 100 k's and raised some money for dementia research. So at the start of this week, I thought I'm going to cut back a little bit, do a little less running, not stop altogether, but just do a little less. So I had in my head, first of all, that I would just do a 5k run each day. First of all, I decided Monday should be a rest day, because all the running experts tell you should have rest days, and I figured I'd earn one after that. And Sunday last, which must have been about the 15th, I did a 14k run with the running group, and because I didn't pay enough attention to the briefing about where we were going, I ended up taking a wrong turn at one place and having to run an extremely steep hill. So I figured I'd earn the rest day. And no running Monday. Tuesday I went out with the idea, as I said, of doing just a 5k, and I went out to the Launceston Park Run course and did that. And even though again I took a wrong turn somewhere on the course, managed to complete that 5k. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday I thought, okay, I'll do something like that again, maybe just add on a little bit more, and I ended up with a 6.5k or something like that. So yesterday, Thursday, I had gone over in my mind a couple of times where I would run, and I thought I had a nice 5k route planned out, but up from my house is the Trevallyn State Recreation Area, which is a national park. It's not quite a national park, so it has all the protective features in terms of plants and animals and so on of a national park, but doesn't have the title. And so up above there, where I am now, up above my house where I am now, has been taunting me by being there and me thinking, you should have a run at that, you should have a go at that. So I'd run up to the lake here a couple of times, and you might remember from one of my earlier postings that the last time I ran to the lake, I got there fine. Coming back, there's quite a steep section from the boat launching ramp to where there's a speed sign and a speed hump, and I got almost to the top of it before my legs just gave out and decided they didn't want to run up that hill. I had to walk. It might not have been 50 metres, but I had to do it. And I have two rules about running that I try to stick to. One is no shortcuts. So once you've set out on a route as you plan out in your head, you do that route. And the other is no walking. So this route up here to the horse paddock and so on, I've walked it quite a few times by myself, with my dog and so on, and it's been taunting me by being there and me knowing it's there and me thinking, you should run that, you should run that. So to get to the point, I did that on Thursday, yesterday, and I thought, oh, it'll be maybe 7k's or something. I got back and it turned out to be, turned out to be 9.3k's. So I was happy with the distance. It took me an hour and 33 seconds or something. So I wasn't really chuffed with my time, but the idea was to get this monkey off my back by saying, well, you're not taunting me anymore because I've done it. I've run it, I know I can do it. There are some quite steep sections which I hope you're going to see in this footage. So that was yesterday, and then somewhere between last night and this morning I had the brainwave of saying, well, it taunted you yesterday and you beat it, go do it again just to prove it wasn't a fluke, which is why I'm here now doing exactly the same thing again. And some people, if you're still watching at this point in the video, if you look at me, listening to me, rabbiting on him and thinking, this bloke's bonkers. Maybe, but I'm thinking that my thinking is that's what some runners do. There's a particular thing, course or event or whatever, it just challenges them and they just have to do it and they just have to beat it. And I remember the very first time I ran a 5k on a park run. It's a long time ago, but it was a great feeling, something that I thought I'm going to have to do this sometime. I just have to do this, have to do it. And when I'd done it, I felt really good. And I remember last time I was down here in 2020 in April, it was the first time I'd run a 10k, and again I felt really good that I'd conquered that distance. So I don't want to speak for other people, but that's what drives me sometimes. So here we are, and you're probably wondering why it is that you're seeing me coming back and not going. Well, when I left home at about 20 past 6, it was pitch black and dark, so you'd have seen nothing, not even my hands moving, as you can see now with the black gloves on. Probably time to be losing them in a moment or two, but it was dark, so there wasn't any point filming anything. I just thought I'd film the return leg and it all work out. I had to go down there first to get back, and of course when I upload it with all the maps and charts and things, you see where it is I went and you'll see the time and so on. This is one of the really steep sections here. And it's just nothing to do but get up it and turn your legs and just keep going. And you down on here and look too far ahead, you see what too far in front of you, you get disheartened